All right, so now we're starting to see the actual economic things, various phenomena happening. One, where the hell did all the workers go? So that's the first one. There's a bunch of industries now that are having quite a bit of problems. One of which is lateral supply chains from supermarkets. A lot of supermarkets and grocers, they're actually a part of larger conglomerates. So like they get their chicken from a large chicken firm, they get their beef from a large beef firm. Well, all that beef and chicken is cut by illegals. So now you're actually going to start seeing some very interesting things happening. You see, remember Tyson got busted with having, I think it was actual children, illegal immigrant children working, or minors below the age that they're allowed to work even, working at one of their places. And so this is going to hit in more ways than one as lateral supply chains start becoming tight. So the thing to look for is items that you're kind of surprised a store is out of. Like you're like, oh, they're out of this. Well, shoot. No, and it'll just be, that's all it might seem like at first. But it'll be, the prices will rise. And the reason why is because leftists, you're kind of going to win. But you just don't understand how. Shrinking the labor pool means you will have to pay only legal American workers legal American working money. Plus, there's all these industries now that they don't have the requisite pool of mostly men who are willing to work so hard that they might hurt themselves or die on the job. Though that pool of labor has shrunk considerably, yet it will come back in a fascinating way. Because now there's going to be all these employers that they're going to, like roofers. Roofers are going to have to do it right. You just simply won't have these people who you can be like, sorry, you're going to have to do this. No matter if you fall off the fucking roof. This is going to be kind of neat to see. But then also the thing is you're going to have the issue of, okay, yeah, whatever you think you deserve, you don't deserve it until you do. Oh, look at the kitty. Oh, yes, yeah, look at that kitty. Oh, so cute. So imagine this. So you kind of won. Like, I mean, really, like the leftists who you hate Trump. The thing is, well, now though you're going to have to pick the cotton, motherfuckers. And you'll get paid. They'll pay you. They'll have to. That's the law. You're legal. You're going to have to pick that cotton, motherfuckers. So, because that's what everybody's been arguing. Oh, but how are we going to do this without the illegal? How are we going to do anything without illegals? And now, well, you're going to find out because you're going to have to do it. We are going to have to do it. And everyone's going to find out, oh, freedom and self-reliance. Freedom requires quite a bit of self-reliance. Self-reliance requires extremely hard work. Well, shit. And that's how that's going to be. And then it's going to be the thing of, oh yeah, you can't even get EBT unless you have this much time on at work. So people are going to be demanding, no, I need more work. That's what's going to happen. Or else they won't be able to get any bennies. They won't. And so this is really going to be kind of interesting to see. And yes, prices will rise. Remember, this idea of like, oh, the eggs went up so high. Well, no, that went up really high because of bad policy. A lot of the problems have been just simply bad policies, and that's what people like. They were objecting to that. It won't matter. A lot of Harry Sisson and a lot of these wimps. They don't really matter, because what's going to happen is there's going to be all these people that they're going to have to do hard fucking works. They're going to be doing all of the really hard shit. And the thing is, they're going to have to get paid. All that infrastructure work, it's going to have to happen, and it's all going to be legal Americans, and it's going to cost a lot of money. So people are going there, and who's going to pay for it? The rest of the world through tariffs. Now, people are like, oh, look, it's not even been like 3 weeks, and look at the brilliance of China. Look at what China's doing. Oh, they're outsmarting. Oh, they're playing Chinese checkers while you're playing the white man's backgammon. Oh, look, they're gonna get you. Oh. No, China has a lot of its own fucking problems. Like, seriously, like nobody. We're not even sure if there's as many Chinese people as they say there are. That's like real as fuck. Like, it might be that they have a third fewer people in China than they're saying. That they've been, like everything, it's been all fake. And this is one of the most important things for a lot of people who are younger to understand. That if you're younger than 30, you really should get Gen X kind of fell for it, but this is something we got it from the boomers, is just fake it. Just fake it until something, you fake it until you make it. Well, now that's become some kind of weird public religion of the entire business elite class and political elite class. And now we're even seeing it with the educationally elite, where people are getting into colleges and they actually can't even read. So fake it until you make it is about to cost the species. And no, people are going to pay money. You're going to pay money to have white man do that job, and that's it. And people are going to learn to respect people who do the really, really, really hard fucking work that makes everything happen. Yeah, and there was actually a young guy at work who he actually kind of chimed up, and he said, there's fundamentally, and it was interesting because Thomas Sowell was talking about the entire reason why Argentina is Argentina and Brazil is Brazil. Those countries ended up importing European labor. They had to import European labor because the people of Spanish colonial descent were descended from a former royal empire that fundamentally almost invested in no way, shape, or form industrially in South and Central America. It was just simply extractive extraction. So when the Germans and Italians were recruited by South American nations to move there, it was because they were stone workers. They were the most skilled stone workers and rail workers and metal workers in the world at the time. So the idea was that Thomas Sowell was getting at is eventually the Japanese, Chinese, Germans, and Italians all outperformed the people who were kind of the native Spaniard colonials left over. And so it was just fascinating to see really then what this is going to, like how that changed South and Central America forever. And then from there, that's going to be the big thing for here. That's the whole idea of the golden age, is that there's going to be a bunch of people who are going to have to fundamentally do extremely hard work. And they'll then have those skills. They'll have those crews of people who do that extremely hard work. But it's going to be a tough transition. So rather than learning to code, we're going to see who can actually drive a nail. And I know there's a bunch of you fellas that you're going to just, that alone is going to just make you crack up, that very idea. But yeah, so that's that. Yeah, lots of layoffs even more layoffs are coming, because every industry is going to have to try to figure out how to make it work, being that now they have to hire us, Americans. and it's going to mess with the stonks. You know, a bunch of old people are going to be mad because their stonks aren't making the kind of money they are. So yeah, so enjoy, young people. Enjoy this. Enjoy what's coming, because it's going to be hard at first, but eventually, the world is going to be getting handed to you to an extent. It's just that you're going to have to do something with it quite physically. It will be very difficult because it's an entire planet. All right, later.